Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's roughly 1:15 in the afternoon on October 2nd, 2014. This is Zelman once again with WorldTradingInstitute.com, providing another trading tutorial for all the individuals that are interested in learning how to trade or becoming traders or actually understanding how the financial markets work. Well, what I'm doing right now, I've just been looking around, the market dropped 250 points yesterday, and it was down. I believe the Dow was down as much as 110 points or so, and now it's recovering. It's in recovery mode, only down 6 or 7 points from the original 110. There's one or two things that could happen here throughout the day until 4 o'clock, with another 3 hours, 20 minutes left or so. Just give me a sec, I apologize. So right now it's either the market will turn around and go higher, or actually it'll peak at this level and continue going lower. Um, I'm looking right here at Alibaba. Obviously, that was a daily chart. This is a 10-minute. Got a shoulder, head, shoulder. So a reversal's in play for Alibaba. If you look at Tesla, we see the same thing. Even though with this gap play formed support, this actually might be a great buying opportunity for Tesla. Even though it's up of, $10+ or so for the day. Um, so, it's a big possibility that the markets can continue going up. I just want to take a look at Freddie Mac, see how uh, Freddie Mac is doing, trading by 150, 151, pretty much sideways, bounced around at the open drop, traded down to 144, and been trading within that range or so. Uh, this could, right here, if it closes here, 2 minutes left, and closes under 150, that could be a form of resistance over there to look out for. And, with the market at its current peak, this might be a great short opportunity to get into at with the dot this price. But Tesla, like I said, looking good right now to not even stay this short over here, because we have a shoulder, possible reversal, head and shoulders approaching. Here's a shoulder, here's a head, and this could be a shoulder as well. Um, However, the market took back more than pretty much all of its losses for the day, excluding about 3 points or so. So I'm going to pause it right here, but maybe we'll find something to get into as far as a short or even a long. Just wanted to see what the market has for us prior to making an assumption of going either long or short. Okay, so I'll pause it right here and I'll start recording when I see something that's eligible to get into. So guys, matter of 2 minutes or so, I'm back recording. It's 1:20 in the afternoon, and I'm looking at the 1 minute on Tesla. So we got shoulders here, a head over here, and here's one shoulder. So maybe it needs to confirm one more shoulder. Let's say get along at 248, say 248.75. All right, so let's see if we could get along at 248.75. It's right now at 249.32. So let's see if we can get this long at 248.75. And what I'll do is I'll mute my mic. We'll see if we get if it'll hit that price. I believe it will. And we'll place our stop order underneath once we do get in at 248.75, which is about 50 cents away. We'll place our stop order at the lows over here at 247.65. We'll place our stop order. Okay, so we're looking at about just a little over a point risk, and oh, here we go, 248.85. So maybe we'll get it here real soon. So we'll see, we'll see. Okay, the low is 85. It's still at 85. Now the bid's at 81, and it's close. It's getting there. You have to be patient sometimes. Never chase. If it forms some type of support right now, we'll jump in if we need to. I'm pretty sure we can reach out to 48.75. It's 85s right now. Just be patient. The bid's at 80 right now. So I'm pretty sure. Oh, there we go. 75.01. And a few more 75 prints. I guess that would do it. And we'll see. pretty sure get these fills. That's 76. Okay, 76. Still holding at 76s. There you go, 70 prints. Okay, so we're in at 248.75 right now. It's at 69. And remember, our stop order is at 247.65, so just about a point and 10 cents risk. I'm going to pause it here in the meantime. So we just long the Tesla. So we'll see how far it can go. And I'll pause right here. All right, so I'm at the 1 minute. You see there's support being formed around here for Tesla. And well, hasn't formed yet, but it might form. Remember, we got along at 248.75. It's at 248.51 right now. So, we'll see. Our stop order is obviously a penny below this low, which is 247.65. Okay, well, a couple of pennies below 240. It's at the low is 247.68, but we put our stop order at 247.65. Okay, so we'll see how this plays out right now on the 1 minute with Tesla. As far as the market's going, the market's about even right now, just about down a half a point. Way to go, market. Unfortunately, I think it's going to go further down any moment now. So we'll see. I mean, that's what I believe with the market. I'm long here at Tesla. I just see resistance at this level. So this could be a possibly short at this upward bounce. So we'll see what happens. The market's now positive 2 points. I think it's the first time positive all day today. And as you can see, Tesla's going our way based on this reversal play. And what could even happen with the markets, especially when I'm looking at the Dow? It formed this cup over here, this bounce up. Now, if it could trade up to around this level, around 1680, 840 or something close to that nature, and trade sideways maybe for an hour and a half or so, till about 3 o'clock, 3:15, 3:30, it could form a good support level. So, hopefully it does that. But only time will tell, truthfully. I'm going to pause it right here and I'll start recording once there's something to record. So once again, the reversal is in play with Tesla. As you can see, we got in at 248.75 around here. Place our stop order over here, a penny below here, or a few pennies below this bottom. And as you can see, it's doing better right now. It's trying to form. Oh, look at this. It's going upward. Well, it's pretty much battling resistance over here. Okay. So it's about to break through. I'm pretty sure it's going to break through. I would say maybe in the next minute to 3 minutes or so. Okay, so we'll watch out for that. I'm looking over here with Freddie Mac, FMCC. It seems like the 155's it's pretty hard to break. So we'll see what's going on. Seems like the 156, the 155's been playing around there, but it seems like the 155's the bids are getting stronger. Arca tried at the lock the price at 155 against AEXG, but AEXG seemed to hold, and a lot of buyers came in and followed him or her, whoever placed that order over there. And we'll see what's going on. Seems like there's resistance over here on the Dow. I honestly believe the market would go lower at this point. But we'll see what happens. And obviously you see Freddie Mac battling, broke its downtrend, so it could go higher. But remember, there's resistance right here for Freddie Mac, as well as resistance right here, and right here. So there's a lot of resistance here, even though the brokerage 2-day downtrend. You should be very skeptical. I mean, could go higher. I'm just very uncomfortable with what Freddie Mac looks like right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Could go either way. The buyers were pushing up the last 40 minutes to an hour or so. And, we're just waiting to see Which side is stronger? This could be a great long here for Freddie Mac. But like I said, yesterday's bad news into today, could be oversold and could go higher. It's just that I'm not a big fan of it. Wouldn't jump into conclusions, assume it's a buy. So I'm just staying away, but we are watching it. And as you can see, Tesla pretty much battling this point. I like to see it break through that mark. You see, so still look like I got a reversal over here. Looks like this shoulder is being formed. My shoulder over here formed. So this does look like a good long to us at the moment right now. And what I want to see is just, you see, look at that. It looks like it's forming a hammer over here. Well, you see, it looks like it's trying to form some type of bottom on the Dow, and I'm pretty sure the Nasdaq's doing the same. Let's just see triple Q's. Well, I'm not gonna see it like that, right? And let's see. There we go. I mean, this is 10 minutes. Let's go to daily, and you see the same for the Nasdaq markets. Okay. So you see resistance is over here. Maybe I should put a guideline for you guys. Would say right about here, maybe a little lower. Let me see if I could drag it down. Right about there, that would be resistance level. See if Freddie Mac can hold that, break through that. I don't think so. I think it was just hold, and Freddie Mac will bounce downwards from here once again. As you can see, ARCA on the right side, coming into the ask, seems like trying to push it back down. See, now it's at 154s, 153 by 154 at the bid and ask. So we'll see if ARCA keeps trying to push this down. You just saw a 155 across the market over here. But if you pay attention, seems like whichever side ARCA's on, uh, that's where FMCC tends to head for that moment. And I'm going to pause it here. Don't want to make this recording longer than it should be. Hey guys, look what's going on. Tesla's went up higher, made this reversal head and shoulder, and continues to go higher. So we got in long at 248.75 with a stop order at 247.65. Right now it's 250.73, 75 or so. So we'll see how much higher this wants to go. This is what 1 minute looks like. This is what a 10-minute looks like. Huge reversal play. And this is what a weekly looks like, okay? So we're looking at this. We see possible finally support on the weekly chart for Tesla. Even sub movement is also actually pretty surprising too, considering after the down movement yesterday. I mean, it's pretty strange because it dropped really hard yesterday and then took back, I would say, about 70% of its losses, then gapped up a lot higher today. So this could be a up move waiting to happen. Real good swing trade to get into, especially if you're looking for the next couple of days or so, and after the market actually crashed 250 points yesterday. So you can see a good upward swing move for Tesla. I'm going to pause it right here real quick. Hey guys, it's roughly 2:07 in the afternoon. You see Tesla forming new highs right now. It's looking good for us. You see continue upward trend. As you can see, the Dow traded, Nasdaq has traded sideways for a little bit, then popped up. So that's good news. It didn't go up to pretty much its resistance level and then trade back down. Battled it out for about 30 minutes and then seems like it's continued to go higher. So that's a good thing. So we see some type of support, some type of stabilization over here. This is a real strong hammer. This is a great indication of some type of support. Doesn't mean it's a long-term support, but knowing that support level is right here, and now this seems like a new support level. So if it just can close at this level, it would look good. Doesn't mean it will hold, but it shows some type of stabilization in the markets. Okay, so I'm going to pause it right here and start recording when there's something necessary to record. Once again, we long Tesla at 248.75. Right now it's 251.25, and our stop order was at 247.65. Okay, the stop order is still at the same place. It looks like we're up about 2 points and change on Tesla right now. So I'll pause the recording right here and I'll start recording once again when they're starting to record. If you notice Ford over here, sorry, not Ford, FMCC over here on the right side of my screen, uh, had a downtrend, broke a downtrend, popped up sideways, trading where the resistance is. Now it's going to do one of the two things. If it breaks this trend line right here, this guideline that I posted up, if it breaks that, I'm pretty sure it'll head higher. However, if it decreases, and I would say if it goes back to $1.50 from here, should be going lower. Alright, so that's something to watch out for. I'll pause it here for now. I'll start recording real soon. Guys, real quick, what just formed, right now it's 2:10 in the afternoon. This bar just closed. What is formed right now? Looks like a hanging man right here at resistance. So we can see it deteriorate. But the funny thing is, we do somewhat see a bull flag here on the 10-minute as well. You know, this can go either way. It seems like it has a more of an up move on the long side than on the short side, especially considering the fact of what it's done yesterday. Actually, I would say the last 2 days. Let me just show you guys. All right, so this is what it's done yesterday, and this is today. Let me go back in here. Let me zoom back in on the 10-minute. So this is what it looks like right now. You know, I honestly cannot even tell you which way it wants to go. It does look like a long. That's why I haven't recommended a long or short in Freddie Mac, just because it's very iffy at these levels, and the last thing you want to do is get into something you're unsure of. However, with the Tesla, we're sure of this long. We're still long. We're up over 2 points on this, so you know, not too bad. The market's holding over here, positive for the day after being down. Well, Nasdaq being down, I would say about 30 to 40 points, but the Dow was down as much as 110 points, and that recovered real well. Let me just see if I can put up the Dow for you guys. Okay, so it's battling. It's up about 17 points right now, but it's been down as much as 110. I'm gonna pause right here and I'll start recording shortly. Hey guys, it's 2:51 in the afternoon on October 2nd, 2014. The market's trading sideways upwards. This is good news for the markets. I have the Dow up here. This is what it looks like. A nice hammer showing support for the markets after a huge drop yesterday. So we can see a bounce upwards. If it closes here, if it closes at this price at 16,850, we can see it go to 17 tomorrow. You know, but too soon to be determined of making a statement like that. It's a bold statement. However, let's take a look at Tesla battling pretty much the highs at the open. Remember, we stayed along at 248.75, and it's almost at 252. So, you know, we got a few points over there. And Freddie Mac, you see how it broke its downtrend, traded upwards, but to this guideline, this trend bar right here, and just straight upwards, broke through at one point, but then formed the shadow and just staying right at that level. I mean, there's a lot of mixed signals as far as buying points and selling points. After this downtrend was broken, clearly it stated a buy at right here. As you can see, it did trickle up, but remember we had this guideline. We wanted to see this level to be broken. I'm still unsure where Freddie Mac wants to go. It's one of those things, you know, don't trade what you don't see. Trade what you see. And if you don't see something that you are confident enough to invest or trade in, chances are you shouldn't. All right, and the Tesla's at 252 flat right now. I'm gonna pause it once again. I'll provide another update hopefully before the market close. It's 2:53 in the afternoon right now. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's 3:12 in the afternoon. As you can see, Tesla looks like it has peaked over here, but Still want to make sure. It seems like the market's trading sideways in upward momentum. So, excuse me. Our current stop order where it's at stays the same. We're not changing anything. It's at 247.65. Remember, we got along at 248.75. It's 252 some change right now. As for Freddie Mac over here, FMCC, looks like it's headed lower. Remember, I told you, this thing could go either way, even though after it broke its downtrend trade upwards, still looked uncomfortable as a buy, even though you see this guideline, this trend line I put over here, broke it once, but then formed a shadow, was confirming resistance over here. So that's why you got to be very careful when you try to get in something. You don't want to jump in and then get hurt. Um, you have to be very cautious. Like I said before, if you don't see it and you're not confident enough of that trade, do not get into it. Last thing you want to do is give your money to the markets, right? So you're trading to make money, not to give it away for free. If that's the case, at least enjoy yourself and do it in Vegas or Atlantic City. Um, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it here right now once again. You see Freddie Mac is at 151 right now. Um, Tesla is at just under 252. I just want to see what it looks like on the day chart. Oh, this is really nice. It looks very, very nice. This would be a nice swing trade for us. Got a huge reversal in play. Looking good. Tesla's looking good. I really like what I see here. It might go up to maybe 260 and change. That could be our exit point, but we'll see. This is a swing trade. We want to see what it does. And I'm going to pause it here in the meantime. Guys, ARCA right now is actually pushing Freddie Mac down. As you can see, it's at 150 locked market. Seems like it's going lower as I believed it was, regardless of what wanted to be said with Freddie Mac as far as breaking the downtrend. I knew that was only short term. I was scared to get into a long position there. And, like I said, if you don't have confidence in getting into a position, you should not get into that position. 149 by 150, Freddie Mac. As you can see, even though seems like Tesla pretty much like tried to, well, it's doing well, it's still going up as you can see. The market, the Dow, looked like it formed some type of bearish trend in the last 20 or 30 minutes or so. However, I could trade sideways. We have a lot of support. We got a nice big bar over here. We have a couple of forms of support, so that's not too bad. 4 hour long for Tesla. Even if the market trades sideways, and as long as it closes around here or closes positive by the end of today, should be really good. We have another 40 minutes or so left. The Tesla would be Tesla is more of a swing trade than rather than a day trade. So it looks really, really nice for us. I think we can get an extra maybe 6 or 7 points coming into tomorrow before the close. So we'll see what happens with Tesla. As far as Freddie Mac, it's 148 by 149 right here at the bid. Just didn't show 148 prints yet, only 149 currently. But if ARCA steps in at 149 or even locks in the market at 148, you'll see those 148s get hit. Seems like wherever ARCA is, that's the way Freddie Mac is going, especially at the time frame when ARCA enters either on the ask side or the bid side. So we'll see right now. Maybe I'll mute myself for a second so you guys can watch what happens in the next couple of minutes. As you can see, the Dow's battling pretty much break-even territory right now. If it trades sideways here, trades around this level, as long as it stays positive, I don't care if it's a point positive, but as long as it stays positive, trade sideways around here. I think we're good for Tesla into tomorrow. The reason why I look at the Dow, I mean, usually when Dow and the Nasdaq Composite goes one way, they go the same way. They look exactly pretty much the same. This is what it looks on the daily as well. Okay, but I'll keep on the Nasdaq. It really doesn't make a difference which one I watch. I think the markets work in similar ways. Well, the major indexes anyway. Okay, so as we're looking, Freddie Mac is 148 by 149 still. Looks like it's creeping to the lows of the day. Maybe if it cracks 144, just breaks it, we can see this bad boy drop an additional X amount of cents. But it's what, 3:24 now in the afternoon. The market closes at 4, so maybe there might not be enough time for that to happen. But I've seen crazier things. Okay, so anything is possible. Uh, you know, I like to pause it here right now. I will love to actually stream this whole recording for you guys. Just the fact is, I don't want you to sit and watch something that's several hours long when I could bring it down to, 30 minutes to an hour per tutorial at most. I would love to provide you a tutorial of 5 minutes. That's just not possible. Okay, so I'll pause right here. It seems like Tesla is about to battle the highs of the day. The highs for Tesla is 252.79. Right now, it's just 20 cents away at 252.29. So Tesla's looking good for us. I'm going to pause it. Hey guys, it's 3:28 in the afternoon. Just I stop a recording and I have to start recording again. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but Freddie Mac is battling the 148. It's been printing 148s pretty hard, but wasn't able to break through this time around. Let's see what happens in the coming moments. As far as Tesla, still battling the highs of the day. Remember, 252.79 is the highs of the day, and it hit 252.70. All right, so it's just about 9 cents away from the highs. Nasdaq trading sideways as I hopefully, well, actually as I predicted. Hopefully it continues this way. This is what I like to see. This gives us a better indication that it is confirming support over here and didn't trail back down. So that's really great. Look at 75,000 at the bid for Freddie Mac, 200 only showing 100 at the offer, the CSTI at the offer. So we'll see what happens. I seen crazier things. I seen people smack a certain bid that had over 75,000 or more before. So anything's possible. Okay, I'm just going to mute my mic real quick and I'll get off mute in a few moments. All right, 30 minutes left until the market closes. Uh, we'll see how everything's going to be going really soon. I just am watching, well, I believe Tesla will eventually come back down a little bit, but like I said, this is a swing trade. So, it's perfectly fine if it trails back down. It would be even nice to see that it forms a newer high today before the close. So, we'll wait and see for that. As far as Freddie Mac, you know, pretty much trading around this level. It could, this, I believe it's going lower, especially when you look at the hourly chart. So let's take a look Okay, so let's just do a 3-day, back it up. So it formed support over here, then it formed the resistance right here. So if we get a red bar before, I guess, this market closes into the close, so it looks like based on what we see right here, it should provide something lower. Say maybe at least 149 where it's at right now. Well, it's at 150 right now, but with this resistance level, we should see a red bar over here by the close. And the red bar started, and there's 30 minutes left. But look at this, we have 470, almost 500,000 at the bid right now at 150. Okay, so maybe that showing that amount at the bid is pushing up the offer right now, and we'll see how well and how long that would last. Okay, but according to the resistance over here, we should see a red bar right here before the market closed. This bar should be red. It's already red right now, but we see, well, he stepped away, right? He's showing 500,000. He's not there no more. Okay, maybe it's to trick some people. And let's go back into the 10-minute real quick. Oh, this is a 5-minute. Let's go back to the 10-minute. All right, so this is what it looks like right now. And you see Tesla looks like it's forming some type of resistance, but I'm not too worried. You know, it could go back down a little bit. That's not a problem. You see, there it goes. It's cracking. But my problem is since this is a swing trade, I'm planning to hold this position overnight. You know, I'm really not worried if it goes down. You know, I'm worried if I get out and it goes higher tomorrow. So, you know, I got in at 248.75. I went to like 252, almost 253. You know, so it was about 3.5, 4 points. Not bad, not bad. However, I'm looking for something a little bit more around the 260 line. Okay, so let's see where it is. This is where it's at right now. So I'm looking around right here. That'll be my exit point, or I'll just trail it up. But I really want 260s, but I'll trail up my stop as a see fit, okay? And the great thing is, you see how the MAC histogram showed one less negative bar, and it's up today. So got a lot of upward momentum for Tesla. Okay, so now for FMCC is at 150 by 151. Again, it was at, I believe, 152 at one point, maybe 153 the coming moments. Let me just go back to the cross here. Yeah, it was at 152. So we'll see what happens. These 150s are getting very thin right now. And it looks like if once ARCA steps in at 150, SCFL is gone. Same thing goes if Arca steps in at 149 right now. 149 would be gone too. As soon as they see Arca, they always get scared and they just cancel their orders. Seems like Arca moves this. You know, if you're a trader and you trade Freddie Mac and you want to go long, just keep locking the market with Arca. If you want to go short, just keep locking the market with Arca. See, it seems like that's working very well for traders in Freddie Mac today. Okay, so you see Tesla's dropped down a little bit. Nothing to worry about. If you're a trader, you should get out because, I mean a day trader, excuse me, if you close your positions by 4 p.m., be smart to get out here just because, you know, people are going to try to, traders are going to cover their trades before the end of the day. They're going to get out of position. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Let's see what if Freddie Mac can drop here. It's at 149 by 150. 149s are getting printed here. See, these are all the executed transactions that occurred in the last few minutes or so. And they're showing 200 at 149, but they really could have a lot more than 200. Those could be just hidden orders. He could have 500,000 behind it. You wouldn't even know. Okay? The only way to know is just keep selling into them. Okay, so now there's a 148 print over here not a few seconds ago. Seems like these market makers were too expensive for him, and it was a penny cheaper to hit 148 than 149. Okay, he spent to get out a penny less or to short a penny lower. Okay, so you see Tesla right now dropping to 251 flat, dropped over a point in less than 5-6 minutes. All right, I'm gonna pause it right here again. It's 3:36 in the afternoon. I will try to do one more recording before the close. All right, it's 3:38 in the afternoon. Sorry, 3:39 in the afternoon. Pause it for another moment or so. Seems like FMCC is about to break those 148s. Okay, and as you can see, Tesla did drop over a point or so. Okay, so it was expected. It was expected. However, like I said, this is more of a swing trade than a day trade. So I expected it to go down before the close because people are going to take their profits that are traders. Get out of the position before the close, before the end of the day, right? So let's take a look at FMCC. You see the 148 is still trying to break. Knight's holding it, showing 500. Doesn't mean that he's really only selling 500, right? So there it goes. Broke through. Knights at the asks now at 148, and there's 10 market makers at 147, only showing 10,000. Keeps decreasing. 9,000. Okay, and yeah, there's prints for 148 as to be expected. Okay, so we'll see. I'm just waiting to see if there will be a crack on Freddie Mac before the market close. So, could happen, doesn't mean it will. Look at that. Citadel showed 50,000 at the bid at 148. He's looking too long here since it's at the lows of the day and actually the lows of the year, right? For Freddie Mac. So we'll see what happens real shortly. There's a 147 print even though the market is by 148, 149 right now. And just take a look. See, so this is what Freddie Mac it looks like on the day. Remember I told you the last bar should be a red bar because of this resistance right here. You see it's a red bar. I would like to see it go lower, but there's just not enough time left. There's 19 minutes before the market close. I'm not going to say anything's not possible because anything is possible. However, another hour and a half would have been better. But as long as there's a red bar by the end of the close, that should confirm a continued downward movement in Freddie Mac. So, it could continue downwards tomorrow morning, Friday, October 3rd, 2014. So we'll see if that happens. And, I'm going to pause it one more time over here. I just don't want to waste any more time. I'll start recording if I need to. Okay? Hey guys, ARK is at the offer right now, 149, and there's a huge bid of 68,000, 73,000 combined together. It's at 3:44 in the afternoon, so we'll see if what happens here. Well, does ARK have the power to push these guys out of the way, or these bidders, 9 market makers with over 71,000 showing, will is stronger than just this measly ARKA with these 4 little market makers showing only 800. Okay, so let's see what happens. And I'm gonna pause my mic real quick and let you guys watch the action front row firsthand. We gotta have the Dow finish positive today. Right now it's negative 14 points. I mean, it doesn't look too bad, but we really would like a positive day. Just confirms the support of what it did today and shows a huge upward momentum if that happens. I'm talking about obviously a continuation pattern of going upwards. However, if it doesn't happen, this doesn't look too bad, but at the same time, it's not as strong as I would like it to be. And let's just take a look at the composite. This is a lot stronger. You see it's positive, it's a hammer. It's green bar, it's not red. It's stronger upward movement showing than the Dow. But like I said, if one goes up tomorrow, the other one's going to go up as well. So it's okay that the Dow is negative, but has formed this hammer. At the same time, I like to see it positive. That would look better. And then you see it's trying to cover its gains with the last about 13 minutes remaining. Okay, so I'm going to pause it one more time over here and let you see what the Dow looks like on the 10-minute right now. All right, so you see how it just covered this back up. Oh, if it closes, the Dow closes right here, that would be key. I would like to see it close around 16,830. That'd be key. I'll pause it right here. All right, guys, about 5 minutes left before the market close. I figure the last 5 minutes, I'll allow the whole recording to end while I talk to you guys. As you can see, we're looking at the Dow here, trying to end up positive for the day. It's close, it's close. It's down about 2 points. It's close. Look at Tesla, could recover from that red bar, so that looks good. You know, the longs look good. As far as FMCC, 148 by 149. See, this part is the bearish moment over here. Oh, 147 it looks like they just hit. And looks like there could be a selling pressure into the close for FMCC. We'll see what happens shortly. And the Dow is positive right now. Nasdaq is positive right now. And the S&P, the Russell, everything is pretty much positive. We're broke even for the day, obviously except for the VIX. Um, Tesla going higher, looking good, looking healthy. Love it, love it. A lot of money to be made in Tesla in the next day or so. So we'll see what happens going into tomorrow. Remember, we're just going to keep trailing out our stop. I would like to see 260, but we could get more. So what I'm going to do is every single day, based on what I see, going to trail up our stop. Currently, even by the end of today, our stop will still be at the same price at 247.65. We are long at 248.75, and currently it's at 252. See the Dow positive for the day. If the Dow is positive, everything else is pretty much positive across the board. Okay, so we'll take a look at Freddie Mac over here right now. Well, 147, 148. I would love to see this thing to crack tomorrow. I mean, see it go to. I mean, the chances of it doing that is very slim because it dropped so hard already, and it's been trading around this level. But you know. I wouldn't be surprised if it does do it. That's why I can't recommend this long. And whoever's long this, you know, I have my fingers crossed for you. I just don't see it happening anytime soon. Okay, so still watching. And look, you see 150,000 was just sold at 147 for FMCC. I mean, the market's showing 148 by 149, but I guess, you know, he was willing to cross the market to make sure he gets out of position. So we'll see what happens. I mean, this FMCC is going to close around this price level. So, you know, ended up in the red bar. That's a good thing for shorters or people just want to see this go lower. And I'm sorry to all the investors that are long in this position and haven't got out of this position because they've been waiting for so long. But based on what I see right here, with this last red bar, I wouldn't be surprised if it cracked coming into tomorrow and next week. So giving you guys news, apologizing a heads up right now. Um, you know, really sorry that this is going to happen to your investment. But if you cannot cash out for a profit, you shouldn't be investing in the markets. All right, 2 minutes left. And just about 2 minutes left, about a minute and 30, maybe a minute and 40 left. And everything's positive. What on my screen that we're looking into tomorrow, except for obviously Freddie Mac is I just want to see it go lower. But Tesla's positive today, battling, pretty much closing at the highs of the day. Uh, the Dow was down as much as 110 points, recovered. Same thing goes for the rest of the major indexes. Citigroup positive for the day. Okay, so I'm pretty sure everything's positive for today. Triple Qs obviously should be positive if the Nasdaq's positive. Let's just take a look at the rest of the markets. Qualcomm, well, negative, but it made a return of about 60% or so from its lows. Let's check out eBay. Okay, well, not not looking like Tesla. Okay, let's take a look at Coca-Cola. Okay, positive, positive. It ended up positive. It was negative in the beginning throughout the day and ended up positive. Let's take a look at GM. Positive, nice big green bar. Let's see if it has provided a similar green bar as it did the last few days. Yeah, right here. See, battled pretty much. It's still looking good. Okay, so let's see what else we have. Let's take a look at Google, then Google L. Nothing special. Well, let's go back into the daily. I apologize. Let's see, there you go. That's what Google did. I'm pretty sure Google did the same. Okay. Amazon, let's take a look at Amazon. And this is what Amazon did. Nice hammer. Amazon formed support at this level. This could be a good short-term buy as well. So, you know what? That's what we might actually do coming into tomorrow. It's 4 o'clock. The market's closed. All right, so little wrap up. Let's go back to the Dow. Okay, let me just type it in. Ooh, somebody's cooking something really good. It smells good. Let's see. All right, so this is the Dow. Let me just look at the daily chart. Oof, oof. Didn't end up positive, huh? Ended up negative. Well, nothing you can do now, right? Okay, so as far as FMCC closed at 148, currently at 149 by 150. Uh, the FMCC does look like it's heading lower, so we'll see that into tomorrow's play. Let's see how far it drops. Tesla looking good, looking like it's going to go higher. Closed at 251.47, currently at 251.63. Okay, so that doesn't look bad. 16,801 is where the market closed, down just about 4 points, 3.5 points. Okay, so I'm going to pause it here, and I guess we'll start recording once again tomorrow. Take care. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Well, excuse me. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's 9:17 in the morning, October 3rd, 2014. Um, Currently, if you look at Tesla, it's up about $2 from yesterday's close, so it's up an additional $2 pre-market. As far as our stop order, everything would stay the same today until later on, until there's a higher move going upwards. So we'll take it from there and we'll see what happens. Just in case you're unaware, the stop order is at 247.65. We got in at 248.75, and right now it's pre-market 253.39. Okay, FMCC gapped up about 3 pennies or so, or 2 pennies or so. So we'll see what it does at the open. And the Dow is currently pretty much flat, I guess. going into the market open. So I'll pause it here right now and I'll start recording. Hey, good morning. It's 9:32 in the morning. Market just opened 2 minutes ago. As you can see, the Dow opened up higher. It's up about 100 points pre-market, 97 points to be exactly. Tesla is up, I would say about a point or so at 252.39, and FMCC currently faring higher, 161 to 162. So we'll see how both Tesla and FMCC do today. Remember, we have a stop order at 247.65 for Tesla, TSLA. And we'll see what happens in the coming moments. Let me just go to a 1 day for Tesla. And we'll see what happens here. I'll pause it right now and I'll start recording shortly. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It's 12:27. As you can see, Dow Jones is moving up higher. Tesla seems like it's continuing to go higher. For Freddie Mac, it exploded today. Seems like it battled some point of resistance over here, but nonetheless, still seems like it's gonna poise to go higher as well. What we're gonna do is increase our stop orders. I placed a trend line over here. This is the first level of support right here, and now I'm going to place the second level of support, which is right, oh, sorry, that's a little too high, but right here, okay? So I'm looking at all the levels of support. And what I'm going to do is it seems like the Dow is about to form a new high. What I want to do is just increase my stop. This is going to be the last recording because I have to get going. It's a holiday today. Have to go to my family's house and prepare. Okay, so right now it's 12:28 in the afternoon, almost 12:29. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase my stop order from, I believe it was 247.65. You see, I'm getting phone calls right now. From 247.65 to just bear with me. I'm everywhere right now because I'm in a rush. To this low right here, which is 250.48, so a penny below that at 250.47. Okay. So remember, our new stop is at 250.47, and we got in at 248.75. Okay, so that's where we got in, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen from here. So once again, if it does go against us, we made about 2 points or so. However, it formed a new high. If we exit out right now, we made just about 6 points. But I'll pause it here. Have a good weekend. If you're fasting, have an easy fast. I'll continue this recording on Monday. Remember, it's October 3rd, 2014. Have a good evening and enjoy the rest of your. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's 9:20 in the morning on October 6, 2014. Right now, it looks like Tesla seems like it's gapping up higher, pre-market up almost $3. But what I'm looking at right now is MJNA. It's medical marijuana stock. And it seems like it bottomed here. See, nice doji over here with support with a triple bottom 1 and 2. This looks like its third one at roughly 12 cents. So I want to long this coming into the market open. I'm willing to take 12.5 and even 13 cents, maybe even 13.5 cents. So we're going to long this once the market opens. It's 9:21 in the morning. I'll start recording in about 10 minutes and we'll take it from there. It's 9:26, 4 minutes before the opening bell on October 6, 2014. I'm also looking here on the right. You see Freddie Mac up another 10 cents pre-market, up additional 5%. Looks like it's going to try to head to close for that gap. However, since it's up 10 cents, we want to long here. I'm not going to chase once the market opens. Hopefully, if MCC comes down to maybe, let's say, 184. maybe 183. Probably be a good place to long, could secure our assets, take less risk than jumping in over here. However, we got right now Tesla at 258 and change, up an additional 3 points today. If you guys do not recall, we picked Tesla up at 248.75. So we're up about 9 points on Tesla. And, that's a very good trade, especially considering the fact that we placed our stop at about $1.10 below that starting, so 247.65. So, it's about almost 10 times the ratio of your risk reward ratio, so which was pretty good. But like I said, we're going to trend this up. This is a swing trade. We're going to trend it up until we get stopped out. Currently, our stop order, just bear with me, is below this point at 250.47. Okay, so a penny below this low at 250.47 right here. You can see that. So I'm going to pause it here and I will start recording in about a minute and a half. Hey guys, market opens in about 30 seconds or so. Remember for MJNA, willing to hit the ask at 12.3, 12.5, even 13.3. Any of these, I would hit the market, go long. This MJNA just looks like it's going, maybe 20 to 30 cents a share. Let me just show you what it looks like on the weekly. It started trading, so it looks like, it has 30 cents a share written on it. So this would be a great buy. Obviously, maybe won't happen today, but sometime throughout the week. Remember, your stop order will be below the shadow right here. So we're long, let's say 12.3. Get in here, and our stop order will be 10 cents flat. You see how it's 10 and a half, but we'll give it 10 cents flat. So taking 2.023 cents risk over here. Okay, so as you can see, Tesla's up about 2.5, maybe 3 points. Was up as much as 4 pre-market action when the market opened. You can see Freddie Mac popped higher, up 12 cents. However, we wouldn't chase here. We're trying to see if it can drop back down to maybe around 184, so we could jump in. So we'll see what happens. We like to see it go 9 cents lower. Will it happen? Probably not. Probably just continue surging up and not even let us get in there with them. Tesla up right now, 377 for the day. And we have FMCC. Remember, we wanted that 0.123. So 12.3 and still locked 12.2 by 12.3. You can see 25-30 cents easy on MJNA. That's why we shaded this long over here. And Tesla almost up again $4 for the day. FMCC is at, well, it shows 195 locked over here, but you see the market at 198 right now. And I'm going to pause it here. It's 9:31 in the morning. I just do not want to make this recording longer than it is. It's approximately an hour long already, so pause it right here. It's currently 10 seconds till 9:40. This bar is about to close. Then I'm going to trail up our stops. Let me just go into the 1 day. Stop order should be placed of the low of the day, capital preservation. We're trying to secure our profits. So our stop order right now will be at 257.79. Right here, 257.79. About 9 point capital appreciation if it stops us out. However, we place our stop order, see how much higher Tesla wants to go. Alright, so the stop order now is 257.79, a penny below today's low of this low end shadow. And we're just going to keep trailing it up until we get stopped out. Currently, MJNA is pretty much same price. I expect it to move sometime during this week. Maybe not today, maybe the end of today into tomorrow, all the way into Friday. So we see that happens. FMCC formed the upside down hammer, but let's see if this is true resistance or will stabilize here and continue going higher. I'm going to pause it right here. Tesla's up almost 6.5 points, 6 to 6.5 points or so. I'll pause it here. We'll start recording real soon. Alright guys, Zelman here once again. It's about 9:50 in the morning. Once again, this tutorial is brought to you by World Trading Institute. for all your learning experience needs. If you want to become an investor, a savvy investor, or even a trader, WorldTradingInstitute.com provides you the education you need to make smarter investment and trading decisions. Currently, it's like I said, 2:50 in the morning. Seems like a little resistance was formed for Tesla right here. However, remember our stop orders a penny below the long tail of this shadow at 257.79. So worst case scenario, we make 9 points on the upside of a profit. But remember, we're gonna let it trade here. It's either gonna stop us out or go higher. If it goes higher, we continue trailing our stops. However, if it stopped us out, we captured our profits, and that's what it's all about, capturing your profits. But people would say, hey, why don't you get out over here at 260 and change and capture 11-point profits rather than the original 9? And the answer is, well, it could go higher. So you always need to give it some extra room to run, just because you don't want to get out over here for a 10-point profit, 11-point profit, when you can capture a 20-point move upwards. Okay, so you have to be careful how you place your stop orders. Obviously, capital preservation is key to success. That's why we trailed our stop after the first 10 minutes, because remember, our original stop prior to this one was 250.47, okay? But we just increased it an additional 7 points, and we have to capture our profits. So that's what we did. We increased an additional 7 points to capture our profits. And it's about 3 points higher from where we placed our stop order, but we have to give it some room to run. If it goes against us, we profited roughly 9 points or so. However, if it continues going higher, we'll continue bringing up our stop order. We'll continue trailing it up until we get taken out. As far as MJNA, pretty much about the same price. I pretty much expected this. Remember, our stop order is at 10 cents flat. We went long at 0.123 of 12 cents and a third, something of that nature. So we're looking at about 2.5 cent risk or so, give or take a couple of tenths of a penny. And it seems like Freddie Mac, this was its resistance, and it seems like Freddie Mac is trying to trail down. When it gets to 184, we'll see what it does. Maybe we'll stay along there, but we first have to see what it does when it gets to about the 184 mark. And I think it's time to pause it once again, and we'll start recording once there's something that needs to be recorded. Talk to you guys soon. Hey guys, roughly 10:07 in the morning on October 6, 2014. It seems like Tesla's resistance is at roughly 262. You see this gap play right here. So roughly around there, around 262 flat, maybe 260.50. So it seems like there's resistance around that area. Just gonna zoom in back to a 1 day, see what it's looking like. You see, it went to 261.88. It trickled back down a little bit. Nothing to panic about. Remember, our stop order is a penny below this long shadow, so it'll give us some room to run. If it takes us out, we profited about 9 points or so. Not too bad. However, if it holds here and stabilizes around this level and continues to go higher, we'll take advantage of that. MJNA, pretty much the same price. This is its true bottom over here, and that's why I stated this long, about 12, 12 and a half, even 13 cents is fine, because we're looking for about 25 to 30 cents. I would say 30 cents is very feasible, so that's our target price. Okay, so that's a little bit more than double the stock price. However, that's since our stop order is at 10 cents, and we're looking at about 2.5 cent risk. That is, I want to say 25 times or close to it, right? Because we're risking 2.5 cents. So then with 15, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, about 7 times, maybe 8 times of what we're risking our risk reward ratio. So that's pretty good too. So we're looking about 30 cents per share on MJNA. And this is a weekly chart. Let me just show you what it looks like on the 10-minute for today. Well, the last 2 days. This is what it's been doing since the open. We'll just push it back on the 5-day. This is what it currently looks like, okay? So we got a cup that was formed that looks pretty good. Also seems like a W edge over here, but I'm pretty sure you guys can't see it unless you're an expert technical analysis, a chart pattern trader like myself. However, if you've been doing this for a real long time, you could have spotted that real fast. This is what it looks like on a daily. Look at that support. Let's just back it up. 90 day. Okay, so this looks like its true bottom. Let's just go back to, let's do a 10-minute 3-day. Show you what that looks like. It looks like FMCC formed some type of support over here. I'm still skeptical just because even though it formed this hammer, I'm looking at this big red bar. You know, I want to see what it does when it went to like 184, you know, trade around there. I wanted to stabilize around there for a couple of minutes, well, a few time frames, so then I could stayed along, but I still can't. Remember, if you don't see it, do not trade it. You have to be very confident in every trade. Like when you look at a trade, like, oh, I know this is going up, I'm buying. I know this is going down, I'm shorting. You know, but if you're like, hey, you know, I really don't know where it's gonna go, or it might go this way, chances are you should not get into that position, even though it probably will go your way, but majority of the times it will not. So, you know, save yourself the stress, sleep better at night, and don't get into something that you'll regret either later on throughout the day or the following days. Alright, well, I'm going to pause it right here. Remember, our stop order is a penny below this long shadow at 257.79. You know, I would like to see both MJNA, the medical marijuana stock, and Tesla sharply move on that upside and continue its up movement. For Freddie Mac, I would like to long. I just, you know, like I said, if you don't see it, don't trade it. It's that simple. So it look like it formed on the 1 minute. Some support over here, but we're really not sure yet. So don't jump the gun. Okay? I'm going to pause it right here real quick, and you guys will hear from me shortly. Hey guys, 10:27. It's 10:27 in the morning right now, and if you noticed, Tesla right here is battling pretty much where the lows of the day are. Okay, so we want to see what happens over here. Will it stabilize or continue going lower? For Freddie Mac, you see it's trending downwards on the 1 minute. Let's look at the 10-minute. Let's do a 5-day. Let's see what that looks like. See the resistance level over here at this high at about 199. All right, and today the high was 198. So that 199 could be a true resistance level, but it could also just bounce down before it continues to go up. So we're paying attention to FMCC closely, and let's see what happens. Just like I said, we're looking for some type of support over here if it does happen before we stay this long. But remember, we're not going to jump the gun. We rather be patient, maybe pay a penny or two more, but be confident about the long side of this position. Um, but in the meantime, you know, we'll just continue watching it. Right now, the Dow's up about 42 points, and Nasdaq is about even down about 2 points. Let me see if I could pull up the Dow over here. This is what the Dow looks like. Pop that to open. Pretty much trading sideways downwards ever since. Uh, let's just see what the composite is doing. Usually they work the same way, they go in the same direction. You see, the composite gapped up, didn't show green bar, but been trading down ever since the market opened. Okay, so it looks like there's downward momentum, downward pressure. I don't want to say that it peaked, the market peaked at this level yet. However, if the market closes around this area, it seems like the market has peaked. On Friday, I stated that, you know, there might be some resistance around this area. Well, let's do it on the Dow because I was talking about the Dow more um, on Friday than the Nasdaq Composite. All right, so I said around this area, about 17,000 or so, could peak. However, you see this hammer formed, upward movement formed the next day, and today it popped up to 1799, almost 1701. But now it's forming some type of, I'm not going to say resistance because we're not sure yet. We want to see what it happens for the end of today. You know, it could continue going higher. But that's why we also place our stop order at the a penny below this long tail right here. What happened first 10 minutes with Tesla. See, it seems like there's some type of support over here at the bottom of the low of the trading day for Tesla. So we could see this Tesla continue going upwards, or if it cracks, remember we made about 9 points on it, not too bad. Well, especially coming into position with about a point and 10 cents risk when we went in long. So it's good, almost 9 times. Worst case scenario, but you know we needed some room to run, so we'll see what happens. If this is a true support right here with this hammer around the low end of today's trading day. And we're looking at Freddie Mac on the 1 minute over here. It's at 184 by 185. We'll see if it forms some type of support around this level. But like I said, it's too early to make that statement yet, and you don't want to jump in too soon. But this is the 1 minute. Let's put up a trend line over here, show you what a downtrend looks like right now. Well, don't want to give it to me, huh? Alright, so just bear with me, guys. I think a little higher. I think that should be good. Alright, so this is the downtrend. We want to see if that downtrend is broken. Let me just make it a little higher. Okay, so we want to see if this downtrend is broken eventually. If this downtrend gets broken, it might be a long, but until then, it's any man's game. Okay, so better not to jump the gun. Take your time. Position yourself on the right side of the trade. If you're uncomfortable or uncertain about a certain position, do not get in it. All right, and right now, let's just go. The market's up 38 points. The Dow's up 38 points. Excuse me. Let's just go and see what MJNA is doing. See, it's 12 by 12 too. Okay, so trading sideways around this area. It seems like the 12 has strong support. Remember, these are all swing trades. It's not a day trade, especially MJNA. We're looking for upside momentum. Will it happen today? Maybe not, but I'm pretty sure by the end of this week there will be some upward movement to the upside. So we just want to make sure, we pretty much enter our stop orders correctly, which we did. Did at 10 flat. I mean, we really could place our stop order at 10.5. Take less than 2 cents risk, but I figure we'd give it some more room to run. 10.5 I think would have been a suitable stop order as well. Okay, so we see Tesla trying to rebound over here at its lows. Seems like Freddie Mac is battling pretty much its lows of the day. It's 183 locked, 182, 183 locked again. So that's what it looks like on the 1 minute. Let's just pull up the 10 minute again. Let's do a 1 day. This is what it looks like. Let's do a 3 day. Okay, so you can see it bounce somewhere around here. Remember, you have to be patient before jumping into a position. That's probably one of the key aspects to trading. It's all about patience and discipline. And if you can stay disciplined and follow the trading strategies and the tactics we provide at World Trading Institute, there's no reason why you should not be a profitable trader. Okay, most of our trades are swing trades, day trades. Sometimes, there's day trades opportunities, but we like to swing trade, hold trades for 2 days or more. Reason for that being the ratio, the success ratio for holding a position overnight and being a swing trader or a trend trader is a lot higher than day trading. Day trading, I believe 90 to 95% of traders aren't successful as far as day traders. Swing traders, I would like to say about 50-50. Okay, so including trend traders may be a higher number. So you want to go with the statistics, right? You don't want to trade knowing 90% of the time traders fail as day traders. Why would you want to be part of that statistic? When you know swing traders and trend traders, about 50% of those traders succeed, maybe even a higher ratio. So you want to stick with that type of trading style, right? You want to be a successful trader. I mean, if you're the elite 10%, 5% of day traders, power to you. However, it's all about making money and making money the correct way. Swing trading, I've been a day trader and a swing trader. I just know for experience, I've been doing, I've been in the financial business since 18. I'm 33 now. I've been trading since 21. I'm 33 now. So about 12 years of trading experience. And I can tell you, most traders that are successful are mostly swing and trend traders. 90% of day traders aren't successful, maybe even 90% of 95% of day traders. However, like I said, you want to base your trades and your knowledge with statistically proven methods. So if 50% or more swing traders are successful, stick to the 50% or more rather than the 10% or less are successful as day traders, right? Where everything we do is based on numbers and statistics and everything of that nature, including, risk reward ratio. Everything has to do with numbers. So you want to be on the right side of the trade because we're basing our trades based on proven statistical facts, okay? Now you see Tesla over here popping again, traded around support level and bounced upwards. Freddie Mac seems like continues going to lower, 181 by 182. MJNA, pretty much same price, trading sideways up. I would say by the end of this week we should see a sharp move higher. So, so we'll see what happens before the end of the week for MJNA. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's 10:50 in the morning. As you can see, seems like Tesla is hitting resistance over here. That 262 top was definitely its resistance. Now it's trading around. Maybe it's a trading range. Maybe it could trade sideways around here. Remember, on stop orders, a penny of the trading day, a low of the trading day today. So a penny stop orders at 257.79. The low of the trading day was 257.80, which is pretty much what happened during the market open. As you can see, the Dow continues to head lower. Right now, the Dow is up 20 points. It was up as much as, I believe, 80, close to 100 or so. So right now, it's trailing down slowly. Just want to, let's make this time smaller. And no, trying to give you enough room so you can see everything. Okay. Um, yeah, we could do this. Okay, I want you to see the time frames as well. These are all the time frames right here. These are all the time frames. So I'll show you what time frame as I'm hovering over the chart in a particular bar. So I'll show you all the time frame as you can see right here. You see that? Okay, so FMCC continues to go lower. Tesla seems like it's battling support once again. It showed that resistance at is about 262. When Tesla went as high as 261.88, then came back down, found support, popped back up, and then at 261 and change again, it just cracked right back down. So 262 is the key support level for Tesla. If it can't hold or break through at these levels, chances are it'll go down. It'll take us out for a 9-point profit, which isn't too bad. However, we'll see what happens. Remember, you don't want to jump the gun and say, hey, the market's going against us. Let's get out here for a profit. Some individuals do. I like to be proven wrong, stop me out so I know it's going the other way rather than getting out and finding out it's still going my way. Sometimes, you still get stopped out and it still continues to go your way, but you shouldn't take it too hard. There's millions of other trades out there that you can find. If you don't find something today, you know what? You're bound to find something tomorrow or maybe after tomorrow. Doesn't mean you should chase one stock or try to jump into a stock that's going your way and it's at a higher price if you're longing or a lower price if you're shorting. Don't chase it. You'll find something else. Just be patient, be disciplined, and that's the success of a trader. The key the key success for a trader, and they'll tell you this, is being disciplined, okay? Well, being disciplined and capturing profits. Those are the two key successes, two key points for a trader to be successful. You know, um, if you're not able to preserve capital and if you're not able to capture profits in the markets and you let your profits ride for, a loss, chances are you're not going to be successful. A successful trader knows when they should be out of position. They know if they're in the profits, that they're not going to give it back to the market. Okay, and you should use those tactics. Freddie Mac is obviously going lower at 176 by 177. It looks like they're smacking 175s real hard right now. It does look like it's going lower. Um, like I say, if you don't see it, don't trade it. You can say, oh, it's at 184, we should buy over here. It looks like it's around support. However, that would be jumping the gun, and that's how you essentially lose money in the markets, right? And it looks like the Dow is pretty much battling the lows of the day today, up about 8 points. Nasdaq right now is down, I believe, 13 points or so. The Nasdaq Composite almost 14 points. So we'll see what happens. We want to see if the Dow can rebound off of this big green bar right here. Try to confirm some type of support for the markets. Or this could be its top right here. Remember, I stated last week, I'm pretty sure in a previous recording as well. Well, this whole recording is one recording, but I said last week, hey, it could pop up to about 17,000, then maybe come back down because it's battling resistance. You saw it pop to 17,000. Today popped to about 17.1 or just, a point or two below that, and then started deteriorating. So our goal is to see if the Dow can hold its gains. This upside down hammer is very bearish, especially if it's a red one. It just, it forms a form of resistance. You see this huge downtrend. So what we want to see it trail back up. If it closes 1780, that would be key. But, it's something to look out for. You don't want to jump the gun too soon and make an assumption. You want to be patient, right? You're already in your positions. You get stopped out, you get stopped out. You don't get stopped out, you trail your stops up, like I said, Tesla looks like it's in its trading range right now. If it closes over here for another 4 minutes, it looks like it's still trying to confirm support at this level. So it doesn't look too bad. For FMCC, it looks like it's a falling dagger, just like blood. It has stitches and it hasn't been sewed up yet. Okay, so I mean, well, it needs stitches, but it hasn't been sewed up yet. It's just bleeding. And that's what we're looking at right now. The Dow, it's about 6 points positive right now. Tesla's forming, battling against support, the key support level and holding support level. That's key for us. Freddie Mac just deteriorating every time I look at it. I see just nothing but red, 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 red. Well, you see a couple of green prints right now, but look at this huge bar that dropped. You see the high 181 to 175, so a 6 cents drop. 6 cents is a pretty large move for a stock that's trading less than $2 a share. 6 cents is about 3%. Okay, so we'll see how the market will be treating us real soon. And I think it's about that time to pause again. Now let's start recording shortly. Dow's only up by just about 3.5, 4 points right now. It looks like it's pretty much taking all of its profits for the day and turning negative. I like to see if the market this time frame closes in 2 minutes. So I like to see if the Dow closes here. There's another green bar pretty much overshadowing this red bar, or maybe go up to the red bar's open. And this can conform some type of bounce and support for the Dow. There might be sideways trading, it might be a choppy market throughout the day, but as long as it stays positive, that could be positive for the Dow. And a lot of traders believe the same thing, so we'll see what happens. Be back real soon. Hey guys, it's 20 seconds before 11:10. I'm just waiting for this time frame to close. Remember I stated I wanted a green bar to overshadow or go up to this red bar to continue showing support. Looks like the Dow's trying to do that right here. There's 5 seconds left or so. See if it closes on the positive note right here. Yes, it did. Confirmed support. Looks like we have possible longs. So it looks like the market stabilized for the moment and showing somewhat support towards the upward move. Okay, so that looks good for the Dow. I mean, technically it could just drop back down to on the 1710, and then I'm pretty sure you'll see traders panicking who are long and trying to get out, and people are flipping orders and going short. If that does happen, if it goes on the 1710 low of the day. However, what it just formed in the last 10 minutes pretty much confirmed support, and I do apologize if you do hear banging. I just have construction workers around the neighborhood actually doing some repairs to other individuals' properties right now. So you might hear a bang here and there a few times. So my apologies about that. I really would love to wring their necks, but they're doing their jobs and let them do their thing. People gotta live, right? Okay, so look at Tesla battling once again the highs of the day. Remember 261 261.88 is the high of the day. Right now it's 261.39. 262 is the support, okay? I mean, sorry, is 262 is the resistance. I do apologize. Let me just show you once again. Let me just backtrack it. I think 14 days should be enough. Right here, okay? So about 262, maybe 262.25 or so. This is resistance. This is its gap play. We want to see a break through that. Love to see it go to 263 right now, confirming the resistance was weak. And then we can actually see what our next target price could be, which can be maybe even 275 or 278 and a half or so. So we'll see. Like I said, remember we're going to continue trailing our stops up until it takes us out. Okay. For MJNA, I don't have the chart up here, but been trading sideways from 12 cents to 12 and a third of a penny. So it has a 3/10 of a penny move throughout the day, back and forth. Remember, we got at the high end at 12 and a third. I'm not saying we're being threatened right now. We're perfectly fine. I mean, this is a penny stock. I'm looking for a sharp move sometime by the end of this week. Uh, I'm not target price is 30 cents. I'm not saying we'll hit 30 cents by the end of this week. Maybe it'll take 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, but eventually it'll hit. I'm pretty confident about that number. So we'll see. I just let's just go MJNA real quick, and just want to show you what I see. Um, no, let's go to a weekly. I apologize. Let's do a 1 year. Okay, no, let's go further back. Let's do a 2 year. Okay, look. So we have one bottom right here, popped. Second bottom over here, popped. And this could be the third bottom right here, pop. Okay, so if you notice the pattern are the same. See, so we have this pattern right here. We have this pattern right here, right? So similar patterns, and there's always pops. So we see similarities. So let's see if I can do. I would love to color this for you guys just to show you the two sections. But look from this point on to this point, okay? Right? So it's from January 28th to about December 16th, so almost 1 year. And then you see again from January into October, so just about almost a year, 2 months, a little bit 2 months behind, but sometimes the move can be faster. But if you notice, it's done the same thing in the last 2 years, went up, same pattern. Next year, the following year, went up, same pattern. So we could hopefully see a up move coming real soon. Let's go back to a Tesla 10-minute. See what it looks like on the 1 day. Looking good, battling highs of the day. Freddie Mac, bounced off its lows. We could see this probably is upward bounce before it continues going lower. Remember, you don't jump into anything you don't see. Um, MJNA, pretty much same price. Nothing, no big movements yet, but we're expecting a sharp move to the upside real shortly. So I'll pause it right here and I'll start recording once there's something to record once again. Oh, Tesla's battling the highs once again. Remember, our stop order is a penny below this long shadow at 257.79. Hey guys, it's roughly 11:41 in the morning. It seems like the Dow just formed a new low for the day. So let's just go into the Dow real quick. DJI, still about break even to positive or so, but as you can see, it formed a low just recently of the day, a new low. So it could be forming, you see it's negative now, about 4 points, 5 points. So it could start heading low of the market. And we got to be really careful with our longs at this point because the support for the day was broken and this could be the true resistance level before it continues going back down. But Tesla's somewhat holding, trading sideways, trying to hold up while the market goes down. We have our stop order over here, a penny below at 257.79. We could increase our stop order, but we won't. We could increase it to 258.50. However, it's a little too soon. I just want to see what this candle does here in the next 8 minutes before I make an assumption like that. But you can see the markets are for the lows of the day right now, which is down about 8 points a Dow. You see Freddie Mac battling about 178, 179 area. Seems like it could go either way from here. Once again, could either go back upwards, but if the market continues to decline, I'm pretty sure Freddie Mac will decline with it. Um, Tesla, like I said, bouncing around the low, well, the highs of the day. And if you notice, you see a new high at around 11:30 in the morning. So this something to take a look at. There's two highs. There's one for 98 and then for 262. So it formed two highs. I mean, this could be two new highs of the day prior to this bar 261.88. So this could also be a form of resistance. Couldn't break through when it formed a high twice. So this can be trailing back down. Let's just take a look at today's chart. So you see it could start trailing back down. There it goes. Look at that. And could deteriorate profits from some. So now that I know it's doing this and the market's collapsing over here, maybe it's time to take some profits, okay? So we'll see what happens. Obviously, we want to get stopped out of the position. Just trying to see where should our stop be. I believe this would be the accurate number right here, 250, a penny below this at the long tail at 258.50. So we're going to adjust our stop to 258.50 now. Okay, and we'll take it from there. So we increase our stop from 257.79 to 258.50, and I believe we increased our stop about 4 times since we longed it. I believe our first stop was 247.65. Then we increase it from 247.65. Let me just back it up to the 3-day. Then we increase it to, I believe, right here, this bar right here at 251.49. And then, oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. At this bar right here, we increased it from 247.65, the original stop. We increased it over here to 250.48. And then we increased it, well, 47. Then we increased it to the lows of the day. And then we increased it over here again at 258.50. Okay, so we increase it 4 times. If it does crack, it'll take us out 258.50. And, that would be a good about 10 points move, 9 3/4 of a point, 9 points and 3/4 of a point move on the upside, with the original risk of a point and 10 cents on the downside when we got in this long. So not too bad. It's a good trade. Even if it goes against us and takes us out, it's still a good trade. We made close to 10 points on it. However, if it continues going higher, it continues going higher, but we just increase our stop to protect our downside risk. We are making sure we capture as much profits as we can if it goes against us. As you can see, the red bar is over here. New low for the day on the Dow, red bar over here, and with Freddie Mac's soon to be told, I guess, Freddie Mac behavior would be a little bit different than the rest of the market, just because of its huge drop a few days ago. And let me just show you. I'm pretty sure I showed this 100 times, but you see right here this huge drop, so it's a little different. We should have a little bit different moves than the rest of the markets. If the market continues to go down, we could see Freddie Mac trade sideways until the market goes up and then possibly form a new high. However, that's not the case. The Dow's down 36 points right now, and Tesla just dropped from its highs of the day or close to the highs of the day. But it's in its trading range, so our stop order is a penny below this hammer right here at 258.50. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to pause it here once again, and we'll take this recording, start recording once again when there's something to record. Once again, this is Zelman with World Trading Institute. Join us, learn how to trade, and how to become a successful investor and trader. Hey guys, it's 11:57. Just wanted to show you what's going on with FMCC. ARCA been holding for like almost the last 7-8 minutes, the 179 at the ask, and just got crushed. The reason for that being the market's going lower, so it seems like ARCA is following the markets. It would have stepped out of the way if the market, if the Dow was shooting higher, but that wasn't the case. So you see it's 177 by 178, even though there's a print for 179. 35,000 shares. Uh, it seems like as markets go lower, FMCC follows. However, we're looking at Tesla. You see, I had a feeling it's going to be sideways, and that's what it looks like. It could be sideways, and hopefully upward move by the end of today, because we're seeing higher resistance levels, higher bottoms. At the same time, we're also seeing somewhat of higher tops, higher resistance levels. You see over here a high of 2168, 261.88, and then you see 261.98, and then 262 flat. So there are higher tops and higher bottoms. So we can see it's somewhat slowly an uptrend movement upwards. Little too early to tell. This can be just trading sideways throughout the day. Oh, as a matter of fact, tomorrow I'll probably do just one recording somewhere between the times of 9:30 to 10:30. After that, I will be maybe 9:30 to 11 in the morning on October 7th, 2014. After that, I'll be busy throughout the whole day, and going into October 8th on Wednesday, I will not be able to do any recordings. However, tomorrow when I start the recording for a brief moment, what I'll do is I'll tell you guys, what we trail our stops, if any, and coming in Thursday, because tomorrow's a Tuesday the 7th, so I'll have maybe 30 minutes to an hour to update what we're looking at, update our trailing orders, our stop orders if necessary, and talk about what the market would do or should do coming into tomorrow or the end of tomorrow, as I'll be busy after, I believe, anywhere from 10:30 to 11 a.m. on October 7th. For October 8th, I will be busy the whole day, so there will be no recordings on October 8th. But October 9th comes along. We'll talk about October 8th and what it's done the previous day and where we stand moving forward, if any. Obviously, if we don't get stopped at a Tesla. MJNA, obviously, the stop was at 10 cents. We got in at 12 and a third of a penny, 12 cents and a third of a penny. So that move can happen sometime throughout the week. I believe by the end of this week there should be an up move or close to an up move for Freddie Mac. 178 locked right now. Obviously, well, we didn't get in either long or short because we're just iffy about Freddie Mac, but we've been watching it ever since these recordings took place. Now, sometime last week, I believe it was. I believe Wednesday of last week. So we're just paying attention, maybe Thursday of last week. So we're just paying attention, see what the market wants to do. It seems like Freddie Mac still trying to form lower. It seems like it's forming cup at resistance level, upside down cup, and looks like it's trying to gonna trail down, but too soon to tell. You see Tesla trading sideways over here, battling pretty much the highs of the day throughout the day. It was trading, bouncing around, but every time it came to the high, would even actually form a new high for the day, then just take down the profits once again. As you can see, it's battling. It's 40 cents from the highs of the day right now again. So we'll see what happens. And Freddie Mac obviously battling the lows of the day or close to the lows of the day at 177. The Dow doesn't look too healthy. We might see a bounce to maybe 1710 right now. It just doesn't look healthy. If it can just close this red bar with a solid green bar, that would show some type of continuation of support. But right now, it's all resistance. Oh, excuse me for yawning. So right now it's all resistance, and you want to make sure when you enter your trades, you enter them correctly. And once again, World Trading Institute teaches you that. I am Zelman Yakubov. I am one of the instructors at World Trading Institute. I actually educate individuals live while I trade. You will learn some of these key points that I've been explaining here on this tutorial. You'll also understand how to profit in the markets. I mean, it's so key. I know individuals that take these one-day trading courses with XYZ company, and they just have a bad taste in their mouth after that experience. Well, it's a one-day course that they teach you. They just teach you the simple stuff throughout the day. I mean, how much can you learn in one day? With World Trading Institute, we provide a live trading course going on for 2 weeks straight. We do not educate more than 15 people at a time. The reason for that being because we believe every individual needs time in certain areas or criteria they're weak at, and we have to give them the time for them to understand that particular area that they're weak at. Now, also with World Trading Institute, there's institution reimbursements depending how well you were educated and how well you're able to capture the information we gave, and you use that information we gave in a paper trading account. Based on your success, you can get reimbursed on your tuition for taking these courses at World Trading Institute. The reimbursement is as much as 100%. So you pretty much learn the markets for free. But there's 15 individuals that take this course, and out of the 15, 5 will receive a tuition reimbursement. Now it will vary anywhere from as low as $1,000 to as high as the tuition program. And I hope I see you guys real soon. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial and actually take the trading course that we offer at World Trading Institute. And, hopefully after you take this course, you can recommend this to your friends, your families, or individuals that want to know the markets, that just really want to, take their own financial investments into their own hands, then provide them to an advisor, or provide your assets to an advisor or broker and let them manage your money. The only people that should manage their investments is the people that invest into the market with their own money. I honestly believe that because it's your money. You should know where your money goes. You should be you should understand what kind of investments you get into. You know, when you buy a house or a condo or some type of property, you actually go there and you look at the investment before you purchase it. Rather than having a broker from XYZ give you a call, hey, buy Google, buy Microsoft. Why? Because I said so. That's why. You know, I know I've been a broker for 15 years. Well, just because they're a broker for 15 years really doesn't mean they know diddly squat about the market. Okay. What that means is they're great selling stocks to individuals like yourself. Okay, now I'm not saying all of them don't know what they're doing because that's just absurd. Yeah, you know, there's some brokers know what they're doing and there's some advisors, financial advisors know what they're doing. But who really knows how the markets work are traders, okay? Traders alone, I'm not talking about day traders. 90% of day traders, maybe even 95%, are not successful in this trading business. However, the swing traders and the trend traders are successful. The ratio is a lot higher than 90%, 10% as far as the success rate, as far as day trading to swing trading. Like I said, I believe it's about a 50% ratio of swing traders that are successful compared to day traders. And I was a day trader, more successful as a swing trader. I I teach all the individuals at World Trading Institute how to be a successful trader, meaning the way I trade, that's what you learn. You learn a bunch of other trading techniques, but my goal is to teach you a certain structure that is successful, and I want you to implement this structure. And what's the great part of implementing a swing trading structure to a trend trading structure? You can have a day job and still do this on the side. You know, I'm not going to say make it your hobby, but some doctors or attorneys make it their hobbies, or even accountants. But I would say, hey, you really, after learning this, you really don't need a stockbroker. You really don't need an advisor. You already know what the market's going to do because you became an expert in it. To learn how to trade, you will need at least a week, a total of trading experience just to get a good idea. But with our trading tutorial, you get 2 weeks. I just have to go. I'll be back shortly. Start recording when it's necessary.
Hey guys, I'm back so soon. It's 12:20 in the afternoon right now.
As you can see, Tesla just formed a new high for the day. Kudos to Tesla. Market's still negative, negative downtrend. Excuse me. And so is Freddie Mac over here. But Tesla is outperforming. It's good news for us. We're long Tesla. Our stop order is below this hammer right here. Penny below that at 258.50. So we'll see what the market wants to do in the coming moments. I apologize. I just had lunch, so I'm a little bit full, but I want to get into this recording and just state that there was a new high for Tesla. Um, but I'm gonna pause the recording right here. Just wanted to finish up saying what I said before I got off the recording. I had the delivery man bringing my food. Uh, However, like I said, with World Trading Institute, you can actually get reimbursements of your tuition depending how well you did and how well you grasp the trading knowledges that we offer at World Trading Institute. So, out of 15 individuals, only 5 will receive a tuition reimbursement. And what happens is after the live trading course, you receive a paper trade account. Everyone starts a paper trade account on the same day. They have 30 days. Now, the individuals who, obviously, the top 5 individuals that outperform the remainder individuals of the total of the 15 will receive a reimbursement of their tuition that they paid. Now, this reimbursement of the tuition will vary um, depending on how well you did in each criteria, but review the syllabus in order to understand how you would get reimbursed on your tuition. I'll pause it right here. And once again, this is Zelman with World Trading Institute, the #1 trading school for individuals that want to learn how to
invest and trade the financial markets. Start recording real soon.
Hey guys, 12:45 in the afternoon on October 6, 2014. It looks like Tesla is about to break its first round of support right here. This is a support level. We'd like to see a nice solid green bar back to 260. If you can give us that on the 1 minute, just to hold it. But it looks like the market's deteriorating. The market's down about 70 points or so. Um, yeah, give or take about 70 points. Um, However, the Russell is down as well. The Nasdaq's down as well. The whole market looks like it's dropping currently right now. But the Dow is down roughly 73 points, as you can see right here. 73, 74 points, some change. Um, so we're trying to see if Tesla can hold on the 1 minute. The support level is right here. See if it could bounce off those lows. Let's just see let's go back into today. We'll look at that real quick. You see that bounces off its lows. That's good for us. Also for Freddie Mac, seems like it's finding support ground over here. So we'll see what happens with Freddie Mac. It's at 178 by 179. Excuse me once again. Just finished my meal roughly like 25, 30 minutes ago. So still kind of full. Apologize. Um, right now, MJNA, marijuana, medical marijuana, it's at about 11.5 to 12 cents, so deteriorated about 3 tenths to a half a penny a share or something of that nature. Maybe a little less. Yeah, let's say half a penny per share, since it's at 11.5 right now. However, look at the Tesla. You see how it went up to support and just formed another green bar on the upside. So that's looking good for us. What I want to do, just let's go back into the 10 minute. What I want to do is look to trail up my stop order on Tesla once again. The reason for this is the market's collapsing, but Tesla's improving every every few minutes or so. So what I want to do is take advantage because if the market's going to turn, eventually Tesla's going to turn. So I want to make sure I capture as much profits as I want or as I can, excuse me. So what I have to do is I'm just paying attention to Tesla right now. I just unsure where we're going to trail stop because I'm waiting for this bar to close. There's roughly 2 minutes remaining. I'll keep recording until the 2 minutes is up. For the time frame to end at 12:50 in the afternoon. After that, I'll let you know where we're trailing our stop to for Tesla. And like I said, MJNA is down about a half a cent or a half a cent from the open, about 8 tenths of a cent from where we longed it. There's nothing to worry about. Remember, our stop order is 10 cents flat. You could even put a stop at 10.5. That still looks good as a stop, but I gave a little bit more room to run. As far as Tesla, look at its holding support, confirmed support, well, at least trying to. There's an additional minute and about 15 seconds remaining, a minute and 10. So let's see what happens here. Let's see if the Dow can, you know, try to form a hammer this bar. I mean, there's another minute left. But let's see if it could trail back up and form a hammer right here. Look similar to this. Try to show some support. As far as Freddie Mac, truthfully, I really don't know where I want to go. I'm looking for some type of long position to get into, but if you don't see it, you don't trade it. It's that simple. I mean, it's a lot easier to say than to do usually when people are behind the screen and they see something. They always jump the gun because they're not disciplined. But remember, it's your money. You're supposed to protect your assets, not lose your assets. If you're looking to gamble, there's always Atlantic City and Las Vegas, and believe me, you'll enjoy losing money there. Well, some do anyway. However, trading the stock market is a tool to make extra income if you guys have a day job or if you're looking to be a professional trader, you can make great income doing this if you know how to be disciplined, you know your trading strategies, you know how to trade and invest, and you know how to capture profits, okay? So let's see, Tesla just closed here. So what I want to do is place my stop order a penny below the shadow. Okay, so once again, we're increasing our stop. Why am I increasing my stops? Well, the market's declining. As you can see, the Dow's down 63 points. So what I want to do, if the market's going to go belly up, I'm trying to capture as much profits as I can on the upside while Tesla's going up. And I have to make sure, remember, capturing profits is the key to success as a trader. It doesn't make a difference if you captured 3 cents per share, 2 points per share, whatever the case is. As long as you're more positive than negative as far as capturing profits, I'm pretty sure you'll be in the money, especially at the end of the year. Okay, so our stop order will be increased underneath this bar, this shadow, to the low is 259.71, so our stop order is 259.70. Okay, and remember we got in at 248.75, so we're already looking at about 11-point profit. Worst case scenario, if it goes against us, we made approximately 11 points per share. The Dow seems like it's still creeping lower. As far as FMCC, well, still doesn't. I mean, it shows a bottom, but it's just not strong enough, and it could go lower, especially if these 76s are broken right here at the bid. So if these are broken, it could go even lower. So you don't want to jump the gun and just long here when you're probably going to lose your assets. Shorting here is probably a better opportunity than longing. But like I said, if I'm not uncomfortable about a certain trade, or I'm not 100% sure, or I don't have confidence behind me in a trade, chances are I won't get in, and chances are you shouldn't get in, okay? Remember, trading is about being right, being correct. If you own a business, let's say you own a pizzeria, and when you open the day, you already know on average how many, especially if you've been running the business for, a few years now, you know on average of how much dough you should prepare for that day, how many pies of pizza you will sell, you know, uh, how much your electric bill costs for that day, how much does your gas bill cost for that day making pizza and all the other stuff that you make in a pizzeria. So you have a good idea of what your risk reward ratio for that day, right? Same thing when it comes to trading. When you enter position, you should know your risk and you should have some type of reward outlook. Now, obviously, when you sell pizza at a pizzeria and you sell food at a restaurant, it varies based on the days and time frames, so on and so forth. Like a pizzeria will be busy during lunchtime and dinner time. A restaurant, especially a nice little fancy restaurant, like let's say a steakhouse, they're usually busy throughout the weekend, including Thursdays, and mostly on evenings, not during the day. So, each business, each profession is busier than other professions in certain times and so forth. Same thing with trading. Each stock acts differently. So picture each stock as a different profession, and it works. It works differently throughout the day than other stocks. Like, lawyers are more busier sometimes than doctors, and doctors are sometimes at some time frames or times throughout the day a lot busier than accountants. So use a particular stock as a certain type of business strategy or business structure, because remember, every stock reacts differently. They pretty much react towards the market movements, the market indexes like the S&P, the Dow, and the Nasdaq, including the Russell and whatever else indexes out there that exist. However, each stock acts differently. And for example, if Tesla right now reports less car sales sold this year than the previous year, chances are it's going to crash, right? Not every stock in the market is going to crash, but that particular stock will. Okay, so you have to treat each stock on an individual basis, and it's pretty much a business you're running, and you have to make sure you run it in the appropriate manner as a trader. Okay, now let's take a look at Freddie Mac again. You see at 175, 176. Looks like it's trying to head lower. I mean, this could be its bottom over here and trade sideways, and maybe upwards throughout the later through the day. I apologize. However, the market's cracking. It's dropping. I believe Freddie Mac will fall through as well, and obviously, we trailed our stop orders to protect our downside on Tesla at 259.70. The low of this tail is 259.71. So we're a penny below that. And if it does turn over, if Tesla does turn over, we made roughly 11 points. And that's a pretty good trade, okay? 11 points on the 100 shares is $1,100. On 200 shares, 2,200. On 300 shares, 3,300, so on and so forth. 1,000 shares, well, $11,000. But remember, your risk is associated with your reward. So if you was long at 248.75 when I say the long in Tesla, and your stop order was at 247.65 as when we started entering the position, you would, if you had 100 shares, you right now would be risking at that moment you'd be risking $110 for the total amount of the 100 shares. However, it increased, and now it's at 261 and change. So you got in at 248.75, so now you're up a substantial amount of money, about on 100 shares, maybe $1,200, $1,300, give or take a couple of dollars here and there. Okay, so it was a great risk reward ratio. Even if you get stopped out here, that was a great trade. Even if you get stopped out and it goes high, it was a great trade. However, if you get stopped out, don't try to jump back in and like, oh, it's going back up. You already made 11, 12 points on it. Why chase something you already profit off of? Find something that's about to turn and go your way. Enter that order there. Find something new. There's millions of stocks out there. If you don't find something today, you'll find something tomorrow. Just be patient. The key to trading, I don't know how many times I need to explain this, but the key to being a successful trader is to be disciplined and find something that will make you profits. Okay? And if you see if FMCC, it's at 173 locked market right now. The lows of the day was 172. Looks like it's going to try to battle that real soon. ARCA's pushing it lower. Seems like ARCA always manipulates FMCC. I shouldn't use the word manipulate, but that's what it looks like they're doing. I mean, whatever side ARCA's on, that's where Freddie Mac goes. You know? So right now, if you see ARCA step in at, well, it can't step in at 173, but if they push out 173 out of the ask and appear on the bid, then they could put a 174 at the bid, 175 at the bid, and keep increasing the bid through ARCA, and it will raise this price, right? But right now, you see ARCA at the ask, and it's trying to push Freddie Mac lower. You see Tesla over here. Okay, you know what? It bounced up, formed support, but it could break through. If it does break through, it could be a continuation to the short side. Okay, you could even argue, well, if it does stop me out, it's going lower, so I want to flip my order and go short. That makes sense. Okay, if it hits your price, you're out of the position, and it popped already 11, 12 points, and the Dow's at resistance. Dow's negative for about 75 points. Now it was up as much as close to 100. Now it's down about 75 points. So you see the market turning around. So that's very possible. That wouldn't be a bad trade because you're long, you flipped it, the market's turning around. Looks like the market's going against all longs. It might be smart to trade Tesla short if it stops you out and you flip your order. I'm not saying we're doing that, but you know what? That would be a good technique moving forward because the market is turning around from its upside and going down at the moment. So what happens is if the trend is changing from upward trend to downward trend, chances are stocks will follow the markets and will turn downward. Maybe not as fast as the market, but it will play along, it'll play catch up, it'll play along. So you just have to be patient and make sure you enter your trades adequately and trade smart. I'm going to pause it right here. It's over a 2 hour tutorial right now. And any individuals that is watching this tutorial from beginning to end, that means you want to learn how to trade, you want to learn how the markets work, and I recommend you to take one of our courses at World Trading Institute. I am so confident you would be pleased and amazed of what you can learn in World Trading Institute. Take care for now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's roughly 1:17 in the afternoon on October 6, 2014. Looks like the Nasdaq has formed a W wedge over here at support level. I believe, yeah, yesterday's support level. All right, so right here formed a W wedge. Could bounce back upwards. Also, look over here. It could be reversal, head and shoulders. Um, Nah, it doesn't really look like a reversal, head and shoulders over here. But nonetheless, it bounced off of its support level right here, formed a W wedge. Looks like the Nasdaq can push higher, and maybe the Dow. I mean, they do the same thing. Here you go, support level right here. This is support level, bounced it off, and looks like it's trying to push higher. I mean, that's good news for the markets. However, currently, if you notice, the Dow and the Nasdaq for the last 18 minutes, close to 20 minutes or so, uh, went upwards. However, Tesla sideways, stagnating sideways. Okay, so there's one or two things that's going to happen with Tesla. It's either going to go up or it's going to go down. Right now, from what I see here, and I'll just let's see. I was always curious what this crappy tool was. Uh, yeah, this tool's garbage. Don't use this. It's a waste of your time and money. Okay, well, let's try to use it. Really? I would never be able to understand this. I do not know how people use this. Uh, think it's a bunch of gibberish. Well, I don't want to use profanity. But it's a bunch of gibberish BS. No, what garbage? Okay, so let me just click on the trend line. So we got a shoulder here, shoulder, a head here. Well, if I could even, I got an idea. Let me just bring it up. A head there, and a possible shoulder right here. Okay, so we have a possible head and shoulders, but we got an uptrend. The market went up the last 20 minutes, but Tesla traded sideways the last 20 minutes. So, when two things going to happen, either Tesla's going to crack and form this head and shoulders and take us out, or it's going to break through and let them know that the uptrend is still there. Because remember, let me just go to crosshairs, we have higher lows throughout the day, and we had somewhat of higher highs throughout the day, right? So that's a slow uptrend movement, even though it's trading sideways. So that's good news for us, especially if you're long. The bad news is what was formed the last 20 minutes, but this bar over here can pretty much wash that away right now. So we'll see what happens here. I'm going to pause it real quick once again. I'll start recording hopefully in the next 10 to 30 minutes or so, and we'll take it from there. Hey guys, it's about 1:50 in the afternoon on October 6, 2014. The market is about to close each time frame on the 10-minute bar, just waiting for that confirmation. and it should be done about right now. Let's just see a new bar form here. There you go. There you go. And FMCC still waiting for a print. Um, However, if you notice the Tesla, let me just go back one day. If you notice, you see how I said this is possible shoulder, head, shoulder? Pretty much traded sideways after that, so got rid of that other shoulder, which would have formed a huge downward trend. Now, at this point, it looks like maybe we trade sideways, possibly to the upward side, hopefully. But if not, remember our stop order is a penny below this tail right here at 259.70. We'll see what happens in the, I guess, till the end of today. It's about 1:51 in the afternoon. Market closes at 4, so we got about 2 hours, 10 minutes remaining, and we'll see what happens. In the meantime, I'm going to pause it here once again. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll start recording shortly. Hey guys, I'm here. It's roughly 2:40 afternoon, 2:41 to be exact, on October 6, 2014. It looks like on the Dow there's a reversal, head and shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder. Looks like the Dow could head higher from here. Hopefully, that's a good thing. Tesla trading sideways. You see that after this 3 or 4 bars, pretty much washed away the head and shoulders to bring it downwards. So it traded sideways, somewhat, slow upward momentum. Really no big move. I assume they would trade sideways throughout the day, but as long as the pattern is an upward momentum, that's a good thing. As far as Freddie Mac, you see it trailed down, trickled down, just formed, hit a new low not too long ago at 171. Just, I would say, maybe 5 minutes or so. So as you can see, Freddie Mac continuing going lower. I really believe Freddie Mac, you know what, doesn't even belong close to the dollar range after its news. I believe it belongs under a dollar. However, with this kind of market movement, it should be a long. But remember, if you don't see it, don't trade it. It's that simple. Just be very disciplined. Freddie Mac could head lower from here. There's another hour and about 15 minutes before the market closes. Let's look at MJNA, medical marijuana company. Just pull up that chart over here. And there we go. Okay, so even though we got at the highs of the day at 12.3, trailed down sideways, but like I said, we're looking for this up move to be sometime throughout the week. So I'll pause it here and start recording probably sometime after the close today. Remember, our stop order is below this hammer right here, so everything's looking good on our end, and I'll start recording sometime maybe right before the close or after the close. Talk to you soon. Good evening, guys. It's about 6:30, 6:34 in the afternoon right now. And apologize, just getting rid of this. And if you notice Tesla, it pretty much dropped at the end of the day, but didn't stop us out, so we're still looking good. Remember, if Tesla tomorrow morning opens up lower than this, it'll take us out at the available market price, and we'll be out then. If it opens up higher, we never got stopped out. Simple as that. Okay, now for medical marijuana and company, if you notice, it seems like it formed reversal head and shoulders. Battled around here throughout the day. Well, first started out from 12 to 12.3, battled around there, and then dropped and was battling around about 11.5 to 12 cents for the rest of the day. Not too bad, still looking good, still long in my book, okay? As far as Freddie Mac, well, for some reason it seems like it wants to go lower. Well, not some reason, it does seem like it wants to go lower. The low of the day was 168, and this is what it looks like on the daily chart. Seems like it wants to continue to go lower. Tomorrow, I will only be able to provide maybe 1 or 2 recordings. Tomorrow's October 7, 2014. Probably the latest recording will be anywhere from 10:30 in the morning to 11 in the morning. after that, Thursday on October 8th, 2014, I will not be able to do any recordings, but on was that Thursday? Apologize. No, I'm sorry. I believe Wednesday, October 8th, not Thursday. Sorry, Wednesday, October 8th. I'm not sure if I said Wednesday or Thursday. But Wednesday, October 8th, 2014, I will not be able to do any recordings. However, Thursday comes, maybe Wednesday evening comes, I'll continue the recording and discuss what happened. Maybe we got stopped out or not. But worst case scenario, Thursday will come, that particular trading day. I'll continue the recording and, I'll proceed where we left off. If we got stopped out on Tesla, we got stopped out on Tesla. If not, I'll continue trailing the stop up, so on and so forth. So, in the meantime, enjoy your evening. Remember, this tutorial is brought to you by World. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Zelman here once again with World Trading Institute. This is the tutorial that I've been doing roughly over a week long. I guess it's about over 2 hours in now, 2 hours and 20 minutes or so. And looking right now at Tesla pre-market, the market's not open. It's 8:05 in the morning. However, pre-market, it is at 260 flat. That's a straight. That's the last trade. The bid showing 259.55. The asset showing 259.99. Our stop order is a penny below the shadow at 259.70. Okay, so if the market opens here and there's one print at 259.70 or less, it will execute us out of the position at the next available market price. Just wanted to give you the heads up. It seems like, according to what I see right now, well, this is MJNA. You see no bids and ask at 35 cents. But there's still another hour and a half before bidders and sellers come in, create a market. I'm pretty sure maybe with the last 10 minutes or 20 minutes or so prior to the market open, I would say around 9, 9, 10, you'll see bids and ask form over here on MJNA. But let's take a look at what the Dow did yesterday. And if you notice, what the Dow has done yesterday, formed a resistance. Don't look at this. This is supposed to be today. This is yesterday's move. This is supposed to be today, but it pretty much replicate what yesterday did. So ignore this right now because this is supposed to be for today at the market open. Okay, so here we have some resistance, and I'll put a trend line here for you guys. And see, so this is the resistance right here, just about something similar to that nature. And what we have to see, the Dow to break through upwards over here above this trend line, just so it continues its upward momentum. However, looking at a bunch of stocks today, it seems like the stock market might continue deteriorating further here. Citigroup right now is a perfect example. I mean, if you just notice all this resistance, and right now it's down about 13 cents pre-market. And if you continue just looking further, it just looks like there's resistance everywhere you look. And this is a 60-minute. Let me show you what the day chart looks like. A day chart doesn't look too bad over here, but remember, it's battling resistance in every stock pretty much. Let's see what JP Morgan's doing. Let's take a look at Netflix, among others. What we want to do is just, if you guys are long or short, this is the type of market where you want to be confident that you're on the right side. And what I've done, I trail up my stops since I'm long in Tesla, or I'll trail down my stops if I was short anything, but currently I'm not short in anything. So it is really, really, what's the correct word I'm looking for? Just put it this way, the market is at a level that will either confirm that the market wants to continue going higher or will confirm that the market wants to keep going lower. All right, so it's at its borderline base over here. Remember, I stated after this hammer is formed, we can see a pop around 17,000 the following day. We've seen it. However, it's still around the resistance level, okay? Now, what would have been good if the market rallied to about 1750, 17.1, I would say, 17.1. Let me just go back to the crosshairs. I would say 1716, 1760 or higher would have confirmed a strong bottom for the Dow and could have confirmed support. However, it took back all of its gains at the end of the day yesterday, and just a couple of points lower. However, that could form a resistance, you know, and you have to be really careful. You see, this is called a spinning top right here. Now, a spinning top doesn't really mean anything. Spinning top means wait for further confirmation. Okay? So that's what we're doing. It's not considered a long or short at this point, but it does raise some eyebrows and show some type of resistance. However, when there's a spinning top formed, it means, to me it means, regardless of what anyone tells you, but to me it means it's somewhat indecisive right now, okay? And in order for further confirmation of the spinning top to support that the market's going down, we need to see a further confirmation on what it's going to do today. Okay, now what it does today can pretty much give us an idea of how the market wants to continue going down the road. So if the market collapses today, we know the market is continuing on its shorts, continuing the market momentum downwards. However, if it holds here and even trickles higher to about, let's say, 1760 again, well, the confirmation of going long would be confirmed by the market going up today. Now, remember, a spinning top really does not give you indication if it wants to go up or down. It's just it's just it's just a pattern that was formed, regardless if it's on a 10-minute, a 30-minute, 60-minute, a daily, or even a weekly time frame. It just was formed to give traders an indication. Beware. Doesn't mean it will drop, the market will drop. It's just letting traders know, beware of your positions, okay? Usually traders, successful traders, wouldn't be long or short here. They'll get out of any positions that they're in moving forward and see what the market wants to do moving forward. And then they'll start adding their positions, getting back into positions, regardless if it's going long or going short. So you have to realize that at this point and at this moment, the market could go either way. And you want to protect your profits, right? So that's what we did yesterday when I saw the market looking a little shady, it bounced back, and then like, oh, looked like a buy here, but then it went back down, and then it's trying to form support, whatever the case may be. At that point yesterday, we knew if the market's going belly up, we have to protect our profits, and that's why we raised our profits to under this shadow, a penny below the shadow at 259.70. Now, can it take me out at the open and go higher? Yes, it can. But, I'm not willing to risk more than whatever I place my stop in because I'm trying to capture my profits. Even if it goes my way in the near future, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe next week, but the whole thing is I capture my profits and I could just find something else as when the market gives me something to see if the market wants to continue going higher or lower. Okay, so now perfect example, if I saw this yesterday and I wasn't in anything, chances are I will not get in anything today until I have further confirmation of what the market wants to do. Now, if I got in long yesterday and let's say I'm down a couple of pennies or maybe, whatever, X amount of percentage, let's say I'm down 3% on the trade or, 2% on the trade, whatever the case may be, I will exit out of position and take that loss because you know why? I'm willing to get out of position knowing that there's something going on in the markets that I can lose a lot more. So I'd rather take a small loss, be patient, and see what the market wants to offer until I get back in. Now, if you notice, look at Tesla, 259.22 by 259.52. Right? I'll stop orders at 259.70, a penny below the shadow. So as soon as the market opens, I will get filled because it's lower than my stop order. Okay? However, there's still an hour and 15 minutes left. It could go to 260, 261 when the market opens. I'll look good. But in the meantime, what you should do is always protect your profits and always protect your downside risk. You shouldn't risk more than what you believe you should risk on any given trade. All right, that's just a little heads up for you individuals that learning how to trade. I'm pretty sure I sound like a broken record when I tell you you have to be disciplined and always capture your profits, even if it's a small percentage of profits. No one ever gone broke by taking profits off the table, okay? And that goes in any profession. I'm gonna pause it right here, and maybe in about an hour and 15 minutes, I'll start doing the recordings, and we'll see where the market goes from there. As far as let's just go back into Freddie Mac. Freddie Mac is at currently 169 by 170. That's where it closed yesterday, around that price. About, I believe it was 169 yesterday. You see, 169. So we'll see what Freddie Mac wants to do. Times when I think it's a long, yesterday I said, hey, if it goes to 184, it could be a bottom, it could be a long, but we haven't gotten to position because I was uncomfortable, I was unsure about the trade. So last thing you want to do is jump in something you're uncomfortable with getting into. Remember, confidence is key to successful trading. If you are confident in a certain position prior to getting into it, if you say, oh my God, this is going higher, and there's no doubt in your mind it's going higher, chances are you are right. Okay? Now, if you're unsure, you're skeptical, other people are buying, so you want to join the crowd and buy with them, that's just the wrong way to trade. You know, you should trade based on your knowledge, not someone else's. I mean, granted, if the person agrees with you, well, you know what? He just confirmed what you believe, and it will give you a higher level of confidence going forward, saying, hey, I wanted to short Freddie Mac right here, and 20% of the traders that I personally know or that I talk to, they agree it's a short. So you know what? That just boosts my confidence level at even a higher level where, a lot of people agree with me. Now, granted, if you want to short Freddie Mac and majority of people disagree with you, would you go short and go against these majority people? Well, that's really on you. It depends on your confidence level. Like if you're pretty much like, hey, they don't know what the hell they're talking about, I'm going short. Go short. You're probably right. This happened to me several times before when I worked at several trading firms, prop trading firms and everything. And I would say majority of people were long and I was short, and I would reap the rewards, and they would be negative for the day on that trade. Now, why? I trust my own eyes. I really do. So if my eyes tell me, well, my eyes and my brain, I guess, but if my eyes and these patterns that I view and my eyes tell me that it's going to collapse, I don't care what anyone else tells me. I know what I've learned. I know as a trader for 12 plus years, I've seen it. I've seen it. I'm not going to say I've seen it all, but I've seen a lot. And that just gives me enough recognition of my trades going forward because I've seen patterns done work several times before over and over and over. So I'm well aware of what it should do moving forward. And I'm just going to stop the recording right here, let you guys think about what I just said, let it marinate into your heads, and I'll start recording hopefully coming into about 9:30 a.m. It's about 8:18 right now, just turning 8:18. Okay, so we'll start recording shortly. Enjoy the rest of your morning. Good morning. It's about 40 seconds before the market opens, and Tesla right now is at 258.50 by 258.59. Obviously below our stop price at 259. I apologize, at 259.70. So obviously once the first print happens, the second print will fill us. Okay, so we'll make roughly about 10 points or so on this trade, maybe a little less, give or take, and the market should open right about now. There you go. Okay, so we got filled right here. It could go higher from this point, but we got filled at roughly 258.40 or so. So we made just under 10 points per share. I believe about 970 or so, 960 per share. Could go higher here. Could go back up to 260 before it goes lower. However, we're not willing to take that chance. Remember, the market could go either way here at the open. And you see it's going higher right now. However, it's up about, well, it's a point spread, but it's up about a full point. But, the market looks like it's turning lower, so we made about 10 points on that. And let's just go into the Dow. You see MJNA trading about 11 and a half to 11 and 8 tenths of a penny. And Freddie Mac is at 171, 172 now. Let's just go to the Dow real quickly. This is what the Dow looks like. Looks bearish from here. The spinning top that was formed yesterday on the daily time frame has a lot of longs worried. Okay, and you see, look at that. Tesla's continuing to go down. We got stopped out, and it's continuing to go lower. That's fine with us. Remember, we took out profits. We really don't care what it does now since we made money. Now, like I said, the market is in a certain area where it can continue going lower or higher. It's pretty much any man's game over here. But the downtrend, if you notice here, is to the downside. Look at that red bar. This is a 10-minute. This is what's going on right now. The market's down 108 points in a matter of 2 minutes or so. Okay? So you have to be real careful when you're trading, and you have to know how to protect your assets, which we did with Tesla. And World Trading Institute obviously teaches you how to protect your assets and how to protect your profits and anything of the nature of protecting your investments on every single trade. Okay, so now we see Tesla cracking. That's fine. Dow Jones is down roughly 117 points within 3 minutes or so. Less than 3 minutes, my apologies. But however, it's it doesn't really affect us much. I mean, granted, we could have got out yesterday before the market closed at roughly 260 and change, but we wanted to give it some movements, right? Well, this morning I stated that, hey, the spinning top was formed. It's not an indication of a short, but it's allowing traders to know, hey, it might go lower, so if you're long, protect yourself. And like I said, most traders, when they see a spinning top, they get a little skeptical. If they're long, they get out of position. If they're short, chances are they stay in position because the spinning top is not a confirmation that it's going lower, but it's an indication of it might go lower, so shorters probably stood short going into today, and obviously it's benefiting them right now. For the long, the individuals that are long, if you didn't take out your profits or didn't get stopped out, chances are you should right now. Otherwise, you'll lose your profits. Or you know what? If you're long and you're gonna and the market's going down, take a small loss and get out. You're not right. The market's right, and the only other, well, excuse me, the only thing that could prove you wrong is the markets. And you have to remember, you cannot move the markets. The market can move you. Okay? So right now, look at Freddie Mac popping once again, up about 5 or 6 cents for the day as of right now. Let's just go into the 10-minute on Freddie Mac, see how that is doing on the 1 day. This is where resistance level is at. We honestly, Freddie Mac, I really can't figure out what it wants to do, and that's why I don't get into position. I said it dozens of times before. If you don't see it, you don't trade it. And we just looking to see what the market wants to do right now. Today, my last recording will probably be 10:30 in the morning. Um, However, maybe there's nothing probably to get into today. And tomorrow I will not be in all day, so there'll be no recordings tomorrow. But hopefully, you individuals that are reviewing this recording found it to be somewhat helpful into making a decision in taking a course with us at World Trading Institute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it here right now, and I'll start recording. I'll have at least one more recording prior to me being done for the day at roughly 10:30 in the morning, less than an hour from now. And you know, tomorrow, like I said, I won't be doing any recordings. I will not do no recordings for tomorrow, October 8, 2014. But I'll come back on October 9th and finish up with this recording before I post it at worldtradinginstitute.com. We'll pause it right here and they'll start recording in less than an hour. Just guys, what I'm gonna do right now is finish the recording right here. It's roughly 9:40 in the morning on October 7th, 2014. I'll start a new recording right after this one. I just wanted to make sure, this recording for the last week and everything came out to over 2 hours and 30 minutes. I just wanted to stop the recording right here, and we'll continue further with another recording. As you can see, Tesla popped back up, but remember, we took out profits. We're happy with it. Could go back upwards. We really don't care. It took out target price with the market collapsing down 136 points. We just want to make sure we captured our profits. Could go downward, could go upward. It looks like it's going to start heading lower when you look at the daily chart. Just bear with me. All right, so when you look at the daily chart, could head lower from here, but we're unsure. And it could go head higher from here as well, but we're still unsure. Just because it's any man's game today with this market condition. But currently it looks like it's going to the downside because the Dow dropped literally 125 points in a matter of 10 minutes. Well, a matter of a few minutes, but been trading at that level for several minutes after. However, the Dow could pop up by the end of today and break even and be positive territory, which could form a hammer which continues upward momentum. But it's too early to tell. Pause it right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope this tutorial will bring you to take a course with us at World Trading Institute. Have a good one, guys.